Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a very exciting video. I'm doing 3 looks with 3 of the new Unearthly Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. These did arrive in the mail and I'm so excited because all the color stories are gorgeous. So I decided I'm going to do a look with each palette and break down my thoughts at the end. I did do a massive indie swatch party video where I swatched all of these palettes. If you want to see swatches, I would head on over to that video. If you just want to see the looks and hear some of my thoughts, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. I decided to start up my channel because when I first got on YouTube, I had the hardest time finding swatches and eyeshadow looks with somebody with my skin tone. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and start up a YouTube channel. If that sounds interesting to you, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. I did just finish filming Harrismas where I posted every day up until the 25th of December. So if you missed out, highly recommend. I will link the playlist at the end of this video so you can check it out. And that is all for that. Let's go ahead and play with these new palettes. Okay guys, so here are the 3 palettes that I'm going to be working with in this video. I will timestamp everything down in the description box and hopefully that'll help you guys skip around if you only want to see a particular palette. I did do 3 looks with each of these palettes and honestly I definitely want to do more with them. They're so gorgeous. So I'm going to stop talking and let's start off with look number 1. I'm so excited to be filming with the Fall Magic palette from Unearthly. I love this color story, so my eyes are primed. My makeup is mostly done and I want to do an eye look with this, so let's get into it. I really want to use the shade Leaves, so I feel like something green is brewing in my brain. But yeah, I try really hard not to do too many green eyeshadow looks, but listen, that's kind of what I'm into these days. So let's start off with the shade Cocoa. Oh my gosh, the shade Change looks gorgeous too. Darn, there's so many pretty shades. Okay, let's start off with Cocoa. I think this palette's like the cutest, like grungy palette, but it also has like some cool tone like pinks and purples. I kind of love the whole vibe. So I just was so excited when she opened up a pre-order, and I think there's a second pre-order now with a end December, January ship date. That just blended so easy. Okay, so next I'm going to go into the shade Earth, which is that pretty green color. And I'm just going to put that on like the outer corner and like pull it in a little bit. Oh my gosh, those layered so well. I can't even. So grungy. I love it. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Leaves, which is like the most beautiful metallic green. You guys know I have a soft spot for green eyeshadow. Bring my metallics. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to use the ColourPop liner in the shade Catsuit. Okay, now I'm going to use this little liner brush and I'm just going to put some green in the lower lash line. Okay, now I'm taking Leaves and just pairing that with the lower lash line as well. I love that green metallic shade. It's so beautiful. I'm just going to go into my Terra Moon singles and pick out a shade and just add that as the inner corner highlight just to give it like an extra pop. You don't have to do this. Okay, this look is almost done. I'm just gonna finish up the rest of my face and I'll be right back to show you guys. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I am wearing on my lips Alien Cosmetics and this is the shade Ginger. I thought a fun bright orange would just liven up my mood because it's winter here in Fargo, full-blown snow, everything. So I just wanted to pair that with this palette. This is my look with the Fall Magic palette. So I hope you guys enjoyed and let's get into the next look with the next Alien palette I just received. Okay, so today's look is with the In the Dark collection from Unearthly and I'm so excited because this is like a very grungy color story with two lighter metallic shades. I swatched all of the palettes in today's video in a indie swatch party like extravaganza that I posted, so I'll try and remember to link it, otherwise you guys probably already saw it. Highly recommend checking that out if you just want to see swatches. But let's go ahead and do an eye look. I kind of want to use the blue because that one swatched so nicely when I swatched it in that video. Take a shot every time I say swatch. Let's play a drinking game. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this like blending brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Paranormal, which is that gorgeous bright matte blue. Gonna dust it off a little bit, and then we're just gonna start off on the outer corner because I'm not sure how this is gonna do all over the crease, so I just want to start on the outer corner and then I can slowly blend it into the inner corner. I did buy this palette with my own money. The Smells Like Holiday Spirit one was sent to me in PR, so I purchased this one myself because I wanted to have both of these collections. This is blending really nicely in the crease. It's just one color and I'm just putting it all over the crease for now. Okay, so I just left the very inner corner blank because I want to use the metallic shade in there, and we'll see how it goes. I have an idea in my head, and now I want to use the shade in the dark, which is a really dark blue, and I'm just sticking to that same brush and I'm just adding that on the outer corner. Okay, I feel like I added a lot of the shade in the dark, so I'm going to stop before it gets overboard, and then I just need a flat brush because I want to add the shade Illusion to the inner corner, and I always spray my metallics, and we're just gonna add that to the inner corner, and I wanted to blend a little bit of it into the crease as well. Such a pretty duochrome shade, the shade Illusion, and then when you top it on the dark side, it like really amps it up. Oh my goodness, look at how pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of in the dark again on the outer corner, especially on this side. I feel like we lost the impact of that dark shade, so just adding that back. Okay, I really like this so far. Okay, so now I want to work on the lower lash line. I'm gonna grab ColourPop DT LA. This is such a pretty dark blue liner, gel liner. Grabbing my handy dandy pencil brush, gonna go back into the shade Paranormal, which is the lighter of the two blues. And I'm just gonna sweep that all over my lower lash line. I like to start off with the lighter shade because sometimes these darker mattes can really make your eye look smaller than it is. So I wanted to add the lighter shade and then add the darker shade in the dark on the outer corner. So that's what I'm going to do next. Just grabbing some in the dark and just blending that into the lower lash line as well as pulling it back up just to marry the upstairs with the downstairs. Okay, and then almost done. I just want to grab a little bit of Illusion and put that on the inner corner as well as the lower lash line. So I'm just picking that up with the same pencil brush, giving it a little spray. This palette is definitely more dramatic than what I like, but now that I've actually played with it, I think this is so pretty. And it's actually something different for my collection. You know, I have so many like green monochromatic palettes and so many colorful palettes, but this is like something a little bit more unique for my collection. So I'm really glad that I decided to pick this up because I know Unearthly stuff sells out fast. So I'm really glad I have this and I really like this look. Okay, so we're almost done with this look, but I do need to try out the gloss that comes with this collection as well as the highlighter. So I don't have gloss or highlighter on. So this collection comes with this glint gloss and I'm gonna pair it with the ColourPop lip liner. I already applied the shade Dopey on my lips. I thought the mauve shade would go really nicely with this pretty purple gloss. So I'm gonna apply that now. And I've already tried the Alien Cosmetics gloss formula. I was wearing the shade Spicy in my Natasha Denona Biba palette video, so it's very comfortable. I was just kind of freaked out about this purple shade because I don't usually wear shades like this for gloss. But it has a very pretty like blue purple shift to it, and it's not sticky. So I think this would be a really nice gloss if you guys are interested in the In the Dark set. And now I'm going to try the highlighter. Not going to lie, I was a little bit freaked out about this highlighter shade only because I feel like shades like this can get really like muddy on my skin tone. See, I feel like it's going to pull gray on me because I have such a warm undertone. But I figured I'll just try it on for this video for you guys. And it really complements this eye look, so there's that. But yeah, definitely not a color, if I'm being honest, that I would wear on a daily basis. Like, I love trying new things, but I also know, like, for me, I have to be careful. That's why I don't wear like a lot of silver jewelry either, because it will look ashy on me, or it'll look really like an unpleasant shade of green with my warm undertones. Anyway, I just wanted to demo the highlighter and the gloss since it does come with the eyeshadow. It's in a bundle, it's in a box, and so I wanted to give you guys the full experience. So this is the final look. Okay, so we're filming a look with the Smells Like Holiday Spirit palette. I am so pumped to try this one out. So here is what the palette looks like. These are some really interesting shades. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to use that red because it was so vibrant when I swatched it. And if you hear Miss Freya, she is just chilling on her playmat. We're just hanging out, waiting for my husband to come home so that we can go and pick up tons of treats for the next couple of days. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into the shade called Comfort. It's like a purple shade, and I'm gonna use that in the outer corner. Okay, and then for a lid shade, I think I'm gonna go with the kind of darker shade, and I'll use the shade Jolly on the lid, and the shade Wishes I think I'll put on the inner corner just to give it a pop. I thought these shades were pressed pretty hard when I swatched it, so I'm trying to really dig into the metallics. Wow, this is, this metallic shade. Let me try my finger. Yeah, it's just kind of a bit of a dud, I'm not gonna lie, because I know Unearthly's formula when it comes to metallics, and I know they can do better than this. Especially because I'm trying out a bunch of palettes too. And this is the third one I've used from the 3 new ones I got, so I feel like I know their quality is better than this. Yeah, I'm not that impressed, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's try the lighter shade just to layer on top and see if it just adds any pizzazz. Okay, that shade's like way spicier compared to that burgundy shade. So the lighter color called Wishes is showing up much better than that deeper shade, so I'm just blending. And then I'm just grabbing that dark matte purple and helping blend the mattes and the shimmers so it just looks a little bit more seamless. And then for the lower lash line, I'm so tempted to use that dark green, but I feel like I'm not really in the mood for that. So I'm going to use this purple liner called Charmer from ColourPop. I'm going to go into the shade Misty, which is the red shade. And I'm just going to put that down all over the waterline. And then I'm going to go into the purple shade called Comfort that I used on the outer corner. And then to keep things kind of fancy, I'm going to use the shade Rebel in the inner corner. Just going to pick it up on this pencil brush. I'm going to give it a bit of a spray. It doesn't really match my eye look. Okay, I'm going to go back into Wishes. And actually, I'd love to try the new highlighter from the In the Dark collection. This is called the shade Flicker. It's more like a blue, so I think it would flatter the purple a little bit better. Okay, not my favorite inner corner moment, but that's okay. I feel like this palette was kind of just like meh for me. I'm gonna do the rest of my face off camera and then I will be right back to try out one of their glosses as well. Okay, so if you haven't seen my indie swatch party video, you might not have seen that this set comes with 3 glosses as well. I wore this shade called Spice in a bunch of other videos, but today I thought it'd be fun to try out the shade Ornament, which is this beautiful pinky red shade with a ton of like gold shimmer in it. So I did put down a lip liner. This is ColourPop in the shade Bossy. It's a bright red lip liner, and so I'm excited to throw on this gloss so we can see what it looks like. This is definitely a very statement lip, so I have a lot of red going on right now, but it's perfect just in time for the holidays. So these are a really nice formula. I will say these 2 shades are definitely a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but the shade Spice is like right up my alley, so I'm so glad I got to try those. In case you're wondering what else is on my face, I'm wearing the Lawless foundation, and then for blush highlighter, I'm wearing the Natasha Denona. This is the Light Face palette. So I just wanted to mention that to you guys so you knew what face products I was wearing. Everything that I can link down below, I will for you guys. Some of those links are shoppable, so hopefully that'll help you guys find things easier. And this is the final look with the 3rd palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. Okay guys, now that you've seen the 3 looks, I kind of wanted to wait until the very end to give you my thoughts on all 3 palettes, just because I felt like then I could give you all my thoughts at once. So the first palette I used was the Fall Magic palette, and this is the one I was most interested in when I saw the launch photos. I thought the pictures were gorgeous, and I really like this color story because it's something a little bit different in my makeup collection. There's some beautiful shimmer shades with a few like multi-chrome type shades in here. The mattes are beautiful. Overall, it's a very grungy palette for the fall time, and I'm really excited to continue playing with this one. So very happy I got this. I did buy this one with my own money. And then the next eyeshadow look was with the In the Dark palette. This one I was most apprehensive about because I was like, oh, I don't know, like it's very dark and deep and I don't know if I'll get a lot of use out of it. But I really, really like the eye look I created with this palette. Honestly, I want to rank these palettes. I would rank this one as number 1. Fall Magic is number 2. And in 3rd place would be the Smells Like Holiday Spirit palette. This is gorgeous. I think I just need a little bit more time with this palette. I did compare this one to a few other Unearthly palettes that I have in my collection just because I felt like there were similar vibes to that. I did see one of you comment that I should do an Unearthly Cosmetics ranking video, and I think that's a fabulous idea, so look forward to that. I think I'm going to film that pretty soon just because I've used a lot of these palettes recently, so I feel like a lot of them are fresh in my mind. Now, I do have a discount code with Unearthly. It's KHMAKEUP, so you'll save some money, and I will make a small commission if you use my code. So thank you so much if you do. So when I was using this palette, I was actually thinking that these 2 would pair really well together just because I love some really dark, deep mattes. I was so tempted to pull this one out to use in my outer corner, but I decided to hold off. Anyway, in case I didn't mention, this one was sent in PR to me, So both of these palettes launched on the same day. So for example, this is the box packaging for the Smells Like Holiday Spirit. I had mentioned in my indie swatch party video that I think these would be such a perfect gift for an indie makeup lover. Usually with indie makeup, you don't find such like elevated packaging. And I love the fact that you can get a nice eyeshadow palette and 3 glosses in a box packaging like this. Because honestly, who wouldn't want this under the Christmas tree with like a nice little bow, etc. I just saw that they announced the price points for the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton collab, and I asked my husband for the set for my birthday / Christmas, and you know, I don't think that's gonna come in any fancy special packaging. I don't think there's like a PR box for it that you can even buy. So I think it's really smart that Unearthly is offering that as an option. So I feel like I could go on and on and on about these, but honestly, this one's my favorite, and then this one's my second favorite. I think you can skip this one if you have some of the other palettes I showed in my other video. But these two I would not pass on. I would grab these. I think this one is in stock still on her website, and this one is open for pre-order, and it's absolutely lovely. So please, please, please go ahead and check out the swatches if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed my video with the 3 new Unearthly palettes in my collection. I'm so excited, and let me know if you guys are planning on picking up any of these palettes or if you already have. I love chatting to you in the comment section. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye guys!